can take this big top part and rotate it. And position it on the bottom of those. Let's take all those and just place it into that square, and now let's save it as a fence pole. Import, save it. And now one more thing we need to UV is the plant pot. So it's pretty much the same as the bin, even much easier. So again, remove the part that's in the pot itself, and just cut the bottom cap, and cut the whole part in the middle. I've just flattened the both end caps. I'm just flattening the main parts of the pot. Again, Shift and F, and then with the I, selecting all the outer edges. Hold F, and now we have straighter edge. The same thing with the other one. Hold F and Control I to deselect the selection. I'm just going to rotate and place them into position. Let's save it as the same name, just substitute export with import. And now I can import all of those objects back into Maya. So I'm going to delete the bin, hit import, and let's import the bin. This place it in the exact same place, so we can center the pivot. Let's do the same with the plant pot. Delete it, import it. The one that we've just UV'd. Let's just duplicate it to our site. Also, we can delete that bin because it's not visible at all in the render camera. Again, delete this fence pole, substitute it with the one that we've just created, center the pivot. Also, we now can delete the other fence poles and substitute it with the one that we've just imported. So delete those, take this one, duplicate it. And one more time. So now what we're left with is to UV the rest of the stuff. So let's start with the power lines, thing that hold the power lines to the building. Just select the whole thing, go to create UV's automatic mapping. Now with the lamp, select all the pieces except the glass ones, combine them, and again do automatic mapping. Now I'm going to select the glass pieces and going to isolate select them, so I can remove all of the faces except the front ones. I'm doing automatic mapping because all those stuff are going to have a simple metal texture, and all of those are not that much visible at all. And the whole surface area is not big enough to have, so we don't have the need to UV it correctly. And most of those stuff will be a plain material, just with a sample metal texture on top of it. So now I've removed all the faces of the glass of the lamp, and I'm going to unfold the UVs of those. So unfold it and rotate it. Rotate them correctly so they all face upwards. And obviously probably we will have one more face we have one more face that we need to remove. Now we can unfold that one too, and now we can scale it up so they can fit the whole square area from 1 to 0 of the UV texture editor. So let's scale them up and arrange them. So placing this one below the first one, moving it a little bit to the left, and now taking all of those and scale them up. So now we have the whole lamp set up. So let's continue doing the same, but this time with the fences. So select these two fence pieces, combine them, center the pivot. In the UV texture editor I'm going to just create an automatic mapping. I'll do the same thing with all of the pieces, with the fence pieces. I'm going to combine the big one and the smaller one, center the pivot, do the same with all of those. So I'll continue to combine them, centering the pivots. And also the ones on the other side. Also now let's select those three and just push them a little bit in front, so they're in front of the fence's supports. Now let's do the automatic mapping on all of those. Just right click, hold right click, select the object and just do an automatic mapping. Now let's select the fancy supports and just the UV seems okay. I can tweak a little bit, but probably those will be a plain material. Probably they won't have any texture at all. So it doesn't. You don't need to necessarily UV in them correctly. So the last thing we need to do is to prepare everything for texturing, and this is going to be place all of the UV sets inside that 1 to 0 space of the texture editor. So if I go to polygons, layout, and if I reset everything, under prescale I select the world one and hit apply, or just layout UVs. You can see that all of the UV shells are automatically fitted in that 0 to 1 space, and also all the pieces are scaled exactly the same